Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised. Next on Animal Cops Houston.
You're in a bad spot, Luke and Ross. Get out of there.
Raging wildfires threaten the SPCA stables.
It keeps flaring up, and these animals are already smelling smoke at this point. We don't want to wait till this fire is upon us.
Oh, I can't stand roaches.
2 dogs abandoned in a house of horrors.
Police!
I wish with everything I could just bust the glass and get them out of there.
Oh, man.
And a miniature horse in desperate need of help.
The next step of this horse is laying on the ground dead.
Texas is in a state of emergency. Wildfires are raging after one of the longest droughts in the Lone Star State's history. High winds, low humidity, and temperatures over 100 degrees have created hazardous conditions in and around the city of Houston. The slightest sparks have resulted in widespread blazes, and firefighters are battling to save communities. 40 miles north of the city, in Waller County, a team from the Houston SPCA is carrying out an emergency evacuation at their equine facility.
Stand out here.
We are at our satellite location where we house horses and farm animals, in addition to the main shelter facility in Houston. And a wildfire has broken out. We've been notified by the Sheriff's Department that we need to evacuate the animals. The fire is about 1.5 miles away at this point. It keeps flaring up, and we have about 40 horses and donkeys to load. And these animals are already smelling smoke at this point. If we get to the point where there's a lot of smoke on this ground, it would make them doubly difficult to load, especially when it gets dark.
Whoa, stop it.
All right, Tricia, come here. Let me show you.
Chief Investigator Charles Jansen is coordinating the evacuation.
Once we push them on the herd of the trailer, at which point then this trailer goes off to the side. We bring the next one in. We leave everything set up. We do the same thing, okay?
It's going to be challenging. Most of the horses have been rescued from cruel or neglectful situations, and many are not used to human contact.
Stresses are going to kick in the horses to where they're going to start stressing out because they're going to smell the wood burning and they're thinking to be in danger.
It's a dangerous operation, and Jansen will need to make sure his team is safe. Adult horses can weigh up to 1,000 pounds. If they get nervous and try to bolt, someone could get seriously hurt.
Anytime we need to move a large quantity of animals, anything can happen. Anyone can get injured, an animal might turn and can very easily pin us up against the wall. We just need to be mindful not only of the animal safety, but also the investigator safety as well. Get a line going, slowly push. Let's not spook them.
The team has set up panels, creating a closed walkway leading to the trailer. Jansen wants to corral them a few at a time. The fires are still raging, but it's unsafe to rush the horses.
Let them figure it out.
If they start to panic, the team could have a stampede on their hands.
Close it, that's good, let's get these. All right, let's break this link and kind of squeeze them in.
The first few horses are in the corral and are ready to be loaded. The evacuation has now reached a critical stage.
All right, we need to push all of these up in the front 2 compartments so we have the back compartment clear. Let's break this link and squeeze them up. Yep.
Being confined in such a tight space, a few are getting edgy.
All right, Sunberg, break that link, please.
And when the team starts to move the panels forward to encourage them onto the trailer, they begin rearing up.
You're in a bad spot, Luke and Ross. Get out of there. Close it off. Lock it up.
A lot of these animals have not had a lot of human contact. All of these animals have come from a variety of cruelty cases over a period of time, and so it's somewhat difficult in loading them. They're not used to this.
With all exits blocked, some of the horses get spooked and try to back out.
Come on. Jeff, go ahead and hop out, brother. And horses, their first defense is to run away. When they're cornered, then they're going to kick out. They're going to kind of lash out because they're trying to protect themselves. They don't know what's going on.
The team works gently but efficiently, calmly encouraging them and using colored paddles to direct them. The horses are scared, but with nowhere else to go, they finally begin stepping up onto the trailer.
Paddle, paddle, paddle. Come on, come on, come on. Hip, hip, hip. Come on, get going.
After over an hour of rounding up, every horse is loaded and ready to be transported to the main shelter in Houston.
Good job. I think that's awesome. Thank you. So, okay, onto the shelter, and we'll get them unloaded there. So,
Yes, ma'am.
hopefully the fire will be put out tonight, and then we can transport them back to the satellite facility in the morning. And these folks are, going to be working through the night in order to make sure that these horses are safe. I'm so proud of them always.
The next day, there's very good news for the Houston SPCA. The wildfires didn't reach their equine facility in Waller County, and the horses can now be safely returned.
All in all, the rescue went very well. The animals were rounded up safely. There was no animals that got in any form of distress, and no one got hurt.
Animal cruelty investigator Maverick Wagner is on his way to a property in Harris County where he made a disturbing discovery 24 hours ago. He's taking action today to rescue some animals that desperately need help.
This call came in as an abandonment. When I went to the property yesterday, there was no doubt in my mind that I needed to get the animals out as soon as possible. I saw at least 2 dogs inside. They got in the window and their nails are severely overgrown. Their paws are caked with feces.
He posted notices for the owners to call the Houston SPCA, but he hasn't heard from them, and he's been thinking a lot about the case since yesterday.
When we go to post the property, you see this animal on the other side of the glass. I wish with everything I could just bust the glass and get them out of there, but by law you've got to follow a process, and it's hard sometimes. So I'm really anxious to get them out of there as soon as I can.
Wagner doesn't know what he might find once he gets inside the property, so he's arranged for police backup, and Deputy Constable Christine Kendrick joins him at the scene.
Well, the dogs are still in there. Notices are still there. No change at all. Whose vehicle is this?
There's a truck parked out front, but there's no sign that anyone's home. From property records, Kendrick finds the owner's name. She checks it against the truck's license plate to see if it matches.
The plate comes back to this address with that name. Is that the name you have?
Yes, that's the name that the neighbors told me. That's the name that's on HCAT, and that's the name that was on the piece of mail that was on the porch.
It's a lead.
What I'll do is...
If the animals have been intentionally abandoned, Kendrick can file criminal charges against the owner.
Okay, let's go take a look.
Wagner wants to get into the house as quickly as possible to get the dogs out. But Kendrick knows they have to be cautious. She won't enter the house until she gets more information.
Good morning. It's my understanding you live here?
Yeah.
What can you tell me about this property?
Oh, I think so. It's long time ago. About 1 month, I don't see nobody that over there, live over there.
In a month?
Yeah.
Have you been seeing someone come by and feeding the animals, though?
I don't know. It's a long time ago, I don't see nobody coming.
Okay.
Spoke with the neighbors. She said that actually a year ago, another one of their dogs had, I guess, escaped from the backyard or out of the house and went to their yard and actually died.
From the front, the property looks like it's been well taken care of. But when they enter the backyard...
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a shocking sight.
That is weird.
The entire yard is piled high with trash. This doesn't bode well for what Wagner and Kendrick might find inside the house.
This is just I've actually never seen a backyard this bad. I mean, it looks like they never took their trash out. They just dumped it in the backyard.
It's strange in this neighborhood. I mean, it's a, you know, a fairly nice neighborhood, that someone would destroy this property like this, and that's pretty much what they've done.
This isn't sanitary at all. You can imagine how they, you know, how that inside of the house is and how the animals are having to live. I mean, I'm ready to get them out of there. I know it's hot. It's gonna get hotter as each minute passes by. I mean, it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm already sweating.
Kendrick has a warrant to seize the animals. There's nothing more they can do out here. It's time to enter the house and find out what's inside. In Harris County, Houston SPCA cruelty investigator Maverick Wagner and Deputy Constable Christine Kendrick are getting ready to enter an abandoned house to rescue 2 dogs. Kendrick has instructed Wagner to remain outside until the house is secured. While he waits, she enters, weapon drawn, to determine whether it's safe.
Police! All right, just wait. Let me secure the rest of the house. Police! Police!
There's no one home,
Maverick, it's clear upstairs.
but Kendrick's about to get a shock.
Oh, I can't stand roaches. Oh,
You don't like roaches,
I
huh?
can't stand roaches. Unfreaking I just can't stand the roaches. For whatever reason, they just totally gross me out. I mean, I don't know what it is about them. They just make my skin crawl.
The temperature inside the house is stifling, and the conditions are disgusting. She's finding it hard to believe that a family's actually been living here.
There are children living in these conditions. There appears to be 2 bedrooms that are set up for children. And there's feces everywhere. It appears all their furnitures and belongings are still here, and they've just walked away from the property.
They've also walked away from their 2 dogs.
Hi, babe.
It looks like they've been left to fend for themselves for some time. They're scared, and one tries to hide.
Come here, honey.
He's scared.
Yeah, he's just really scared. I mean, they don't have a clue what's going on.
There's no telling how long it's been since they saw a person.
They don't have much more time. That hairy one is nothing but a skeleton. And, you know, there's children in this home. They're used to being around children. They're used to having people around, you know, getting attention, getting food. And then they just walk away and leave them locked up in here. It's very hot in here. It stinks in here. It's a horrible thing to do.
With the intense summer heat, the temperature inside the house is close to 100 degrees. The dogs are severely dehydrated and starving to death.
Not been a very good life so far, huh?
There we go. That wasn't too hard.
These conditions inside this house, it's deplorable in here. There's roaches all over the place, there's feces and urine all over the place. The floor is slippery, just standing on the floor. I mean, you're sliding around just from the filth and the nastiness on it. Just these poor animals that have had to live in this, it's unimaginable to me. It hurts to see them living like this, but you know, we're getting them out of here. It's sad when you open the door to 98-degree weather and it's cooler outside.
Come here.
The other kennel's in the back.
Now, really gonna stink, huh? Good as I am. Hi there. He's just really looking around like he's just scared to death. For a dog this young, those are some extremely long nails. So I don't think he's ever been outside.
They'll be taken straight to the Houston SPCA hospital for emergency treatment. It's obvious they've been suffering for a long time, and Kendrick wants justice.
As far as prosecution, it's a Class A misdemeanor, so they could end up with fines as well as jail time. I mean, it's horrific because this is very intentional. They intentionally left those animals in there knowing what was going to happen to those animals eventually, and that's to die.
40 miles away in Montgomery County, cruelty investigator Mark Lutkenhouse is on the road. This morning, he received disturbing photos concerning an extremely thin miniature horse.
They sent me a picture of the animal, and it is, in fact, in extremely poor condition and emaciated. It takes several months for a miniature horse to get into as poor condition as this one does.
Lutkenhouse knows a lot about miniature horses. They're a personal favorite of his.
A lot of them can be great pets. They're actually very intelligent animals. So they can be same as a dog or a cat, just very, very friendly, very affectionate animals. Some people do get miniature horses thinking that they're easier to maintain, easier to take care of, but it's still a horse. They're just smaller. That's the only difference between them and a regular-sized large horse.
Deputy Don Smith from the Montgomery County Sheriff's Department is at the location to meet Lutkenhouse.
Okay.
A horse, miniature or full-size, needs regular feeding. This one is starving.
The little horse is extremely emaciated. Looking at her teeth, she looks like she's on the older side. Term long in the tooth comes to mind. She's got severe hair issues, probably from lack of worming, lack of care. The horse is in bad shape.
When I saw the horse for the first time, I'm just going, how is it still alive? And I've been dealing with horses for all my life. And this is, the next step of this horse is laying on the ground dead. It needs some medical attention immediately. We did not find, this is the building, we did not find any feed inside here for a horse. There's some dog food in there. We don't know what they've been feeding them as far as feed-wise.
The horse appears to be struggling to stand. Her hooves have been severely neglected, and Smith thinks she's going lame.
On this particular horse, if you watch her, the toe is growed out so long, it keeps turning the foot down, which puts stress on all the ligaments and stuff in the backside of the foot, which will make them go lame. But she definitely has a foot problem that somebody hadn't been taking care of for a long time.
This horse wouldn't last maybe a week or two after this.
The owner hasn't been seen in weeks, and the horse has only survived thanks to a neighbor occasionally leaving food for her. If the owner returns, he could find himself in court.
This person may need to answer to a criminal judge on why this is like this.
Lutkenhouse will need to prove that the horse has been neglected at a civil custody hearing in the next few days. So he takes photos documenting the scene and the condition of the horse. Deputy Dwayne Morrow arrives with a seizure warrant allowing them to take the horse.
Oh man, that's worse up close than the picture you just sent me.
But she's struggling to walk, and they have to lift her onto the trailer.
Come on.
Lutkenhouse is worried it might be too late to save her, but he's hoping she'll pull through.
Once we get her back to the shelter, obviously we'll get her evaluated by a veterinarian. But yeah, her chances have just significantly improved from what they were an hour and a half ago.
The Houston SPCA shelter is an hour's drive away. He's concerned that the trip could place too much stress on the horse.
With a sick animal like this, we do have to make sure that it doesn't go down in the trailer.
She might not make it. Investigator Mark Lutkenhouse has arrived at the Houston SPCA shelter with the emaciated miniature horse seized in Montgomery County. She survived the trip, but she's weak. Dr. Frank Schumann is concerned about her chances of making it.
You can tell, very, very thin. Very, very thin. Left in this condition for much longer, she wouldn't have been able to take it.
With her outside appearance looking this bad, Dr. Schumann wants to know what's going on inside.
Whites of her eyes, she's all bugged out.
I apologize. It's been subjected to months of, neglect and malnourishment, and that's what's caused this.
Blood tests will reveal any internal problems, but Dr. Schumann also has serious concerns about her hooves.
Her feet are overgrown, they need to be trimmed. If they lose their feet, then they lose their life.
The horse is in critical condition. She'll be placed on a 24-hour watch while the team waits for the blood test results to come back from the lab. The raging wildfires are continuing to take their toll on the Houston area and its residents. This morning, cruelty investigators Shauna Sundberg and Tricia Price are at a trailer park responding to a report.
When one of the houses down from here burned, all the stray cats that lady had have come down here now and pretty much taken up the residents here and decided to make this their permanent home.
The trailer belongs to Christina Hackett. She took in over 30 cats when the neighboring trailer burned down. Christina suffers with severe asthma, and her doctor has advised her to get rid of the cats before her health deteriorates. She's called the Houston SPCA, hoping they'll be able to find them new homes. Investigator Price hears meowing inside the kitchen.
Let's see what we have down here. Oh yeah, we have a mama with a whole lot of babies. Possibly 7, maybe 8 babies down here. The mama thinks that no other kitty cats are gonna find her under here. These are tiny. These are probably a week old. This one's eyes are just now opening. You're so cute. Yes, you are.
At such a young age, the kitten's immune systems are weak, and Price can tell they've already begun to pick up infections.
This one here has already got the upper respiratory started.
He's also underweight and appears to have a serious problem with one of his eyes.
So we're gonna hiss. We're gonna hiss because we think we're big and bad. You're so cute. You're so cute and you're already feisty. We can name you Sparky.
Sparky and his siblings are all showing signs of infection. And as victims of the fire, they could also be suffering from smoke inhalation.
Goodness. Sneezing is a bad sign that the URI is already starting to affect them. Hey, we're getting out. Sorry, baby.
The young family will be loaded up and taken to the Houston SPCA hospital for a full medical exam. Outside, investigator Sundberg is trying to secure the adult cats.
Come on. It's okay, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty. Come on. Meow, kitty, kitty. Come here, kitty, kitty.
A veteran of more than 5 years at the Houston SPCA, Sundberg has acquired a reputation for being a feline expert.
Come here, kitty, kitty. This is why they call Shauna the cat whisperer.
You want to keep them nice and calm, because once they start getting aggravated and upset, all the cats will then just decide to run and hide, and then it makes our job a lot more difficult.
She has a plan.
Hey, Shauna.
She's placed food in strategic areas around the trailer, leading into the crates. The trick now is to remain patient, act casual, and wait for the cats to take the bait. A miss, and it's round 1 to the cats. But Sundberg's not defeated yet. They're hungry, and when 2 approach at the same time, Sundberg thinks her luck is about to change.
Okay, the orange one's gonna come and join him.
Well, maybe they'll both go in at the same time. That would be good.
That would work well.
That would work very well.
1 down, 18 to go.
Get it cleaned.
When it goes in, you shut the door with this, you run and grab it. That's all it's got is 1 leg left.
Eventually, the investigator's patience is rewarded, and after nearly 2 hours, 24 cats have been rounded up. The team will return for the rest tomorrow, and Christina is grateful for all their help.
Thank you guys so much. This is like a big relief off my chest.
Oh, no, it is. It can get overwhelming.
Oh, yes. Knowing that they're going to a good place where they can get a good home, that makes me feel better. Because I'm ready to get this place back in shape the way it was before they got here.
I'm pretty happy with the way this one went, because a lot of times cats can be very difficult. We were able to help the people and the animals, so it was a good day's work. Show 104 and 102-98, last location, en route to the shelter with 24 cats.
At the Houston SPCA shelter, investigator Maverick Wagner has returned with 2 dogs rescued from an abandoned house. Dr. Frank Schumann needs to examine them immediately.
Who wants to be first?
I was kind of scared, but...
Yeah.
He's stunned by their appearance.
You can feel every single, spinal vertebra. You can feel every single rib. You can feel the pelvis, every single bone. You shouldn't be able to feel really any of that. They smell like they've been walking in their own feces for, quite a while. Just feel your belly. You are extremely thin.
I got their weights. This one weighed 11.3.
11.3. You should be closer to 20. So it's almost half underweight at this point.
It's obvious the dogs were suffering, and Dr. Schumann suspects it could take some time for them to heal from their experience.
You've been in a confined area, small, left without food, left without water. You never know what's going to happen to you. And also, takes a toll on them, physically as well as, emotionally also. But you can see he likes people, so he'll be definitely a great adoption candidate.
Is that good?
You have to hold this one. She's also very skinny. She's a lot more timid than the male.
The female seems smitten with Wagner.
It looks like I do have a new friend.
Mm-hmm. She knows where a rescuer is.
It's okay. It's gonna be better now. It's gonna be better now.
They're both really sweet. This tan one came around. He was just really, really scared while we were inside the house, but they're both really lovable dogs, and they're getting some much deserved attention right now.
Wagner's taking a close personal interest in these 2. He's named them Benny and Darla. He'll make sure they get taken care of as soon as possible.
I really like these guys. They'll calm down and they'll be a lot more comfortable now.
At the back of the shelter, investigators Tricia Price and Shauna Sundberg have arrived with the cats rescued from a trailer park in Harris County.
Well, hello. You got goopy eyes, but not a runny nose.
None of the cats have received basic vaccinations, and the team is concerned that they could have serious diseases.
There we go.
Vet tech Kaylee Easley needs to run some tests.
Right now, we're gonna check for feline leukemia and feline AIDS and see. Hopefully, she comes back negative. I hope she does.
Feline AIDS is common among strays and highly contagious.
It's a deadly disease, for cats. Hopefully, they don't have it. In 10 minutes, we should know if they're negative or if they're positive.
A positive result, and there may be no other option but to humanely euthanize the cats. The team is in for a tense wait. The Houston SPCA medical staff was concerned that a group of cats rescued from a trailer park could have the deadly feline leukemia or feline AIDS virus. Vet tech Kaylee Easley has tested every cat, and after a tense wait, the results are in. It's good news.
They've all come up negative?
Yep.
Yay. Good thing. It's starting to look up for them.
Next door, Dr. Kedra Carvin is evaluating a mother cat and her kittens. The mom is doing her best for the babies, but Dr. Carvin suspects that she's become a surrogate for some that aren't hers. An average litter is 5, but this young mother is coping with 9.
Overall, she's kind of skinny, underweight, especially for nursing this many kittens, and she has 2 that aren't hers. She's being really sweet. I think she'll be a great pet.
There were concerns that the cats may have suffered from smoke inhalation, but luckily their lungs are clear. Dr. Carvin now examines Sparky, the kitten with an eye infection.
Caesar's has a lot of discharge over the eyes. That is keeping the eyes kind of swollen shut. So we'll probably actually have to wet this down and possibly shave just to see what that eye looks like underneath. Open this one first. There's your eye. So his eye's kind of really swollen, and that's just going to be from the upper respiratory infection. But we'll try to get him cleaned out now.
She's hoping she got to him in time. If the infection has set in, there's a chance he could lose his eye.
It's really swollen. All you can see is the pink part, which is just his conjunctiva. That's all swollen. So it'll probably take a couple of days of eye medications in that eye before we'll actually know if the eye is functional or not.
After Sparky's treated, he's reunited with his mother. Along with his siblings, he'll be monitored carefully over the next few days. When investigator Mark Lukenhaus responded to a call concerning an emaciated miniature horse, he was shocked by what he found.
As far as miniature horses go, this is probably as bad as it gets.
The horse was rushed to the Houston SPCA shelter, but the team wasn't sure she would survive.
It's painful, you know, because if they lose their feet, then they lose their life.
It's now 1 week later, and the horse has responded well to treatment. She's still underweight, but she's no longer in critical condition. Barn team member Jennifer Richards has been caring for her since she arrived and has named her Cheerio.
We were actually pretty worried about her the first couple of days, but now that she's getting a little bit of nutrition and a little bit of attention, we keep seeing more and more personality, so hopefully with a little bit more weight gain, she'll be a lot more lively for us.
She hasn't been groomed in months and still has her winter coat. With temperatures regularly hitting 100 degrees in the summer, Cheerio's suffering.
I can only imagine how hot she must have been, you know, where she was. It's probably like her wearing a winter sweater, like if we were to wear a winter sweater out in the middle of the summer. So she's obviously very, very hot. And obviously in the condition she's in, being malnourished and everything else, so I'm sure she's extremely uncomfortable in this situation. But for the most part, we've gotten a lot of it off, so she'll probably be a little bit more comfortable than what she was.
The team is going to wash out her old coat and give her some of the care she's been sorely missing.
Miniature horses is pretty bad because usually miniature horses are, we call them easy keepers because all you really have to do is feed them and they're, you know, and they're happy. So it's really sad to see such a small horse in such a bad condition, especially being as tiny as she is. This is obviously so tangled that it's been here for, I'm sure, months and months. And it really bums me out because she's got gorgeous, gorgeous long mane. But instead of making her uncomfortable and trying to pull and tug and everything else, we're just going to go ahead and cut it and hope that it'll grow back.
In court, the Houston SPCA was awarded custody of Cheerio, which means that she can now be placed up for adoption. Jennifer's hoping she'll find a new home soon. But until then, she's more than happy to continue taking care of her.
Now, since, you know, she's learned that she can trust us, she really enjoys us, so I try to take her out and walk her around and, you know, just give her a little bit of attention and TLC and love. And she's coming around a lot quicker than what we thought.
Animal cruelty investigator Maverick Wagner is at the Harris County Courthouse to seek custody of Benny and Darla, the two dogs rescued from an abandoned house. The dogs can't be placed up for adoption until the Houston SPCA has been officially awarded custody.
We've got a lot of evidence, medical evidence, pictures from the scene. I mean, this evidence is really, really, really strong, so hopefully we'll walk out a winner of this case.
The dog's owners haven't shown up for the hearing.
If you raise your right hand for me, please. Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I do.
Could you bring us up to date and what your resolve of this matter is and what you're asking for from the court?
Both dogs were dehydrated, emaciated. They both had intestinal parasites, and they were stained from just the filth they were living in. The vets did determine that if they had been left in there 3 more days, they would have been deceased when we found them.
Then the only relief you're seeking from me is possession of those animals.
Yes, sir.
Granted. Your relief is granted. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good news, but Wagner and Kendrick want justice.
We definitely want to try to push for criminal. Deputy Kendrick is going to, we're both going to keep working on trying to prove that those animals belong to those owners. We have the name just based on the vehicle that was in the driveway, whose name the house is registered in. We just don't have proof that the animals were theirs. We can speculate and we can assume, but we need proof, so we're going to keep working on the proof.
Benny and Darla can now be found new homes. Wagner has become quite attached to both of them and has been following their recovery closely.
Come on, Benny. Come on.
They've only been at the Houston SPCA shelter a few days, but they're already making great progress.
Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. They're really enjoying running around right now, getting some exercise. Prior to their rescue, we don't believe that they were ever outside.
Benny, come here, Benny. Hi. Hi.
When I first met them and I first saw them, they were in a house that was just terrible conditions. I can't imagine having to live there. And they really got a second chance, and they're coming up in body weight. They've still got a little bit to go, but they have gained a lot of weight. They both seem more energetic. They're really both really sweet dogs. And pretty soon, they'll be put up for adoption and be put into a really good forever home.
You'll get adopted soon. Yeah, you'll get adopted really quick. You're sweet.
I've gotten attached to these guys. I mean, all your cases, you have some degree of attachment to the animals because without you in their lives, I mean, who knows what could happen to them, but it's bittersweet when they get adopted. It's because you really want them to go into a good home, but you miss them after they do. But it makes it all worth it, just to know that they're gonna have a better life.
When investigators Shauna Sundberg and Tricia Price stepped in to help some cats after wildfires burned their owner's trailer home, they discovered a young mother with kittens.
Oh, yeah. We have a mama with a whole lot of babies.
One of the kittens, Sparky, was suffering with a severely infected eye.
Probably take a couple of days of eye medications in that eye before we'll actually know if the eye is functional or not.
Sparky and his mother are now living with foster carer Judy Brissot.
Sparky here has gotten a lot better. She's almost doubled in size since I've gotten her. She was tiny. But you're a sweetheart, and Mama is a real sweetheart. Come on, Angelina. Come on, baby. Sparky is just a sweet little kitten. She's gonna grow up to be a beautiful cat. I know she is. Say, I'm gonna grow up to be a really pretty yellow tiger, and she will.
Thanks to the efforts of the Houston SPCA's vet team, Sparky's infected eye is nearly healed. Judy will take care of mother and kitten until Sparky's old enough to be placed up for adoption.
Oh, Angelina and Sparky both will make wonderful pets. I can see that whoever adopts them will be very fortunate to have them forever.
In Brazoria County, the miniature horse named Cheerio has a new loving home. She's been adopted by Bill and Crystal Womack. And they've renamed her Buttercup.
Buttercup. Buttercup was in the first stall, and when I made eye contact with her, I just knew she had to come to our house. And we loaded her up in a trailer and brought her home. She's just a happy, happy girl now.
She's put on probably about 30 pounds in just under 3 weeks. When she came here, you could see every rib. And
every rib.
She has quite a bit more energy now than she did when she got here.
Loves to run. Loves to play. watch the cows, the other horses. She's a beautiful, beautiful horse. Very, very sweet. She's doing great.
When we first picked Buttercup up, the people with the SPCA had told us that she could barely stand.
Thought we were just bringing her home because she was to die, and I wanted her to have a last few days. She didn't come here to die. She came here to live. She loves it, and we love her. She's a beautiful little horse. She's a part of our family.
Here she comes.
We enjoy just watching her have fun.